Hey YouTube, M1 American here. Okay, so a couple thoughts on flashlights. There's so many different uses, there's so many different needs. It's kind of hard to just take one person's advice and take that and run. Really, you need to research your flashlights because there's a lot of money you can spend in them and a lot of money you can waste in them. So make sure you're getting a good deal for what you need, not what for someone else says you need. So it's best to inform yourself first. Here I have just kind of a general array of lights here, from cheap to semi-expensive, not anything super high in value. So a couple things to know. Do you need a pocket light? Okay, pocket lights are generally pretty slender. This is a Phoenix E11. This is pretty small, pretty narrow. Here is just a Garrity. This, I think, has 3 AAA batteries in it. Old school LEDs, super efficient, but not very bright. Durable and about $5 in value. Cheap as you can get. I love this light because if I destroy it, I don't worry if I lose it, if I destroy it, if something happens to it. And I use this one up before I'll use my other lights up. Now, if I need something a little more powerful, I'll go to a nicer light. So I have the Phoenix LD41 over here. So you're talking, maybe 20 lumens out of this Garrity and 520 lumens out of this Phoenix. But you're talking a value difference of $5 to about $55, $65. So, and what can these lights be used for, multi-purpose uses? So over here, here's a Garrity light, same light as right here, $5. And I have it attached to a helmet, right? So all it is the vent holes on this helmet here. I have it's an elastic cord ran through it, and I just shoved my light in here, and then on the back, I just turn it on. Now I have a helmet light, multi-purpose. It works because I can use it as a hand light, and I can attach it to my helmet. Several uses. It's super light. This flashlight is very light. And in comparison, is actually a slight bit lighter than this Phoenix, mainly because this is just a rubberized plastic and this is an aluminum. The Phoenix is a higher quality light and it has several modes. This Garrity does not, and this is a pretty basic generic light. But for the value, this is what I'm speaking of, because you don't always get what you pay for, and sometimes you pay too much. Sometimes you do get what you pay for. This Phoenix LD41 over here, I absolutely adore this light. It's a great light. I use it all the time, and if I have a backpack on me, you guarantee that light's in that backpack. But it's not an all-around light. It can't do everything. Hands-free. I can't really strap it to this helmet. It's just too big. It sticks out the front and the back, and it's bound to get clipped on things and be either torn off or damaged. So you want something that holds a little bit tighter. Now this small pocket light, my EDC light, the E11, it can go on the side of the helmet just as the Garrity does, which has before too. It does work like that. But if you're going to use a helmet light often, you need to go with just a helmet light. And this is a Rayovac. This is just kind of a cheapy one. My straps are starting to stretch out. There we go. Just a cheapy one. Has a few modes, actually. Has several LED colors, red, green, and blue. And then 2 brightness levels on the main LED, high and low. The battery pack, which is in the back, also has its own light. It has I call it the brake light, and it has a flashing brake light, just so people can see you from behind where you're at and so forth. Oops, and of course on camera, the strap's going to pop off. I just recently put this back on here, so I'm kind of not shocked. But typically you're going to want a dedicated helmet light and maybe several. One as a backup too, but you could use that and one of these flashlights strapped to your helmet to really double up your lighting, or to put them at different angles, so one might stay ahead of your vision above your vision and one be pointed down lower towards your feet. And or you can use one in your hand to kind of pan back and forth without having to whip your head around every time you want to see somewhere. So my basic point of this video is don't get too wound up in spending tons of money into really high expensive end lights, you know, going out and buying the highest end, you know, Surefire Petzl light you can find. And even Phoenix can get kind of pricey once you get up there. But keep an eye on bang for your buck. Personally, I like to stick with anything that has the same type of batteries. All these lights share basically the same batteries, AA and AAA. This is a AA, that's a AAA, that's a AA, that's a AAA. And that's all I need to keep with me is a couple AA and a couple AAAs in my backpack as a spare. I don't need these super expensive CR2s or 123s that cost anywhere between $10 and $15 for a pack of them of one or two, which is just, in my mind, ridiculous. But with a small assortment in here, which cost me under $100, with everything you see here, you know, I have quite a versatile selection. And this isn't all my flashlights. This is just to give you a general idea of you don't need to have, you know, a super expensive flashlight everywhere you go. You can have a much cheaper one like these Garrity's. These are bulletproof practically. I've dropped this countless times. Not crazy bright, but it definitely does the trick. And for the cost, you can buy 100 of them for, you know, one Phoenix. The lanyard is just a quick connect, so most of my things have lanyards because I need to let go of them pretty often. I don't want to put my light away. I just need to temporarily let go of it. So, beyond that, just kind of plan out what you need before you buy it is what I'm saying. With most things, knives, you know, any type of gear like that, you're going to want to do your research first. Don't take, you know, one guy's opinion off YouTube, even myself. You know, go look at a bunch of reviews. You know, go look at some reviews online from the websites, from, you know, personal people like myself or anybody else online. Nothing Fancy, he has a lot of good reviews on flashlights. You might check him out. One thing about him, he tries to keep cost low and he tries to keep value high. So, thumbs up to Nuttin over there for doing a good job on his reviews. He, as he likes to say, keeps it real, and he does. So this is not a plug for Nuttin Fancy, but he's good people. So do your research, get out there, you know, get the most for your money. Don't get wound up in buying the most expensive name brand, because it doesn't really pan out to be the better light just because you pay more for it. Keep that in mind, and always keep a light on you, especially if you're hiking. Plan for it to be dark, even if you're going to be out in the light. So for now, that's it. I'm going to get out of here and make another review. I'll talk to you guys later. Be safe. Have fun. Peace out.